Hola amigos, hello viewers. Vamos bien, no? We are going fine. In the last lesson, we have learned how to describe a place using the verbs ser, estar, hay and the expression se puede, and have seen what one could visit or where one could eat or what one could do or go for shopping, etc. In today's session, we shall go a little further in our learning. Today, we shall look at various conversations which include asking and giving directions to different places that we normally go to every day. Let us look at this conversation with Juan, Juan, our Cuban friend, who is in India. He is asking his friend, Indian friend Anand, the directions to go to a supermarket. Juan says, "Hola Anand, ¿hay un supermercado por aquí cerca?" And Anand replies, "Hola Juan, sí, hay uno muy cerca de aquí, en Gandhi Chowk, a 1 kilómetro de aquí." Juan says, "Así, gracias." Así, gracias. So Juan wants to go to the supermarket and he asks Anand, where is the supermarket in that locality? Anand replied saying, hay uno, there is one. Muy cerca de aquí, muy cerca, very close to this place, en Gandhi Chowk. Gandhi, you know this name very well. Chowk is a plaza, a square kind of a thing. A 1 kilómetro de aquí, a 1 kilómetro, 1 kilometer from here. In this conversation, you can see the expression I being used as we have learnt earlier. I is used to know about the existence of something or some place. ¿Hay un restaurante por aquí? ¿Hay un restaurante por aquí? ¿Hay una peluquería por aquí? ¿Hay una peluquería por aquí? Por aquí is the expression to say around here. Aquí or acá is the adverb to say here. Aquí o acá. Allí o allá is adverb to say there. Aquí, allí está. Aquí está, allí está. Aquí está, allí está. There it is or here it is. Soy de aquí. You know this very well. Soy de aquí is I am from here. Before we proceed further with directions, let's look at the words peluquería, panadería. Pelo, for example, means hair, your hair, and peluquero is hairdresser, and peluquería is a hairdressing salon. Peluquería is a hairdressing salon. Similarly, pan is bread. Can you guess what is a panadería? Yes, it is a bakery. Panadero is a baker. Pan, panadero, panadería. You must have noticed that suffix ia in all these words: peluquería, panadería, zapatería. Yes, it is a suffix added to denote the place where they sell these things. So, in a peluquería, you get the hairdressing done. Panadería, you go for your bread. And zapatería, you buy your shoes. You have places like papelería. Papelería, can you guess what it could be? Papel is paper. So, papelería is a stationery shop. Librería. Librería, can you guess what it could be? No, it is not a library. It's a bookshop. Libros. Libros, librería. And you know what is a library? Library is a biblioteca. Biblioteca. And pescadería. Pescado is fish. So, a fish stall is a pescadería. Remember that all the nouns ending with the suffix ia are feminine nouns. So, it will be una panadería, una peluquería, una pescadería, una librería, or with the definite article la panadería, la zapatería, etc. Let us now look at another conversation. Now, this is a conversation between two people, and the other person is asking for where the bank is. ¿Dónde hay un banco? Now, here by using the interrogative pronoun ¿dónde?, he is not asking about the existence, whether there is a bank or not, but where the bank is. See, he is asking, where is the bank? Over here. Or, ¿dónde hay una papelería por aquí? ¿Dónde hay una papelería? Where is a stationery shop? Over here. Or, if you know the name of the shop or the brand of the store, you could ask, ¿dónde está el supermercado? And the name of the shop. ¿Dónde está el supermercado Spencer, por ejemplo? No? Where is the Spencer supermarket, for example? Or just the name. El banco SBI, por favor. El banco SBI. The SBI bank, please, por favor. And let us now look at the different ways of asking these directions. ¿Hay un banco por aquí cerca? ¿Dónde hay un banco? O ¿dónde está el banco SBI? El banco SBI está por aquí cerca. And in reply, you want to say, yes, there's one nearby. You say, hay uno aquí mismo, o hay una aquí mismo, o hay uno bastante cerca. Now, hay uno is there's one. Now, if the noun that comes in the preceding sentence is masculine, you say hay uno. For example, banco is masculine, un banco. So, you say there's one, yes, there's one, hay uno. And if it is a papelería, papelería, a stationery shop, it's a una papelería. So, they say hay una, yes, there's one nearby. And you say, está a unos 200 metros de aquí. There's one around 200 meters from here. O está a unos 20 minutos a pie, or en autobús. está a unos 20 minutos en autobús. Está a unos 20 minutos. There's one in 20 minutes by bus. O en taxi, by taxi. En metro by metro. O en tren, by train. So you say, está a unos 20 minutos a pie, by walk, en autobús, by bus, en taxi, en metro o en tren. If you are in a Spanish speaking city and you are looking for some place and you want to ask the passerby, the passerby, somebody you want to interrupt while he or she is going, how do you approach? Perdone, señor o señora. Perdone, pardon, like excuse me. ¿Sabe usted si hay alguna farmacia por aquí cerca? Or you could just say, ¿hay alguna farmacia por aquí cerca? ¿Hay alguna farmacia por aquí cerca? Is there a pharmacy nearby? Is there a medical store nearby? O, ¿sabe usted si hay alguna farmacia por aquí cerca? Do you know if there is any medical shop around here? And then he or she replies, mire, hay una al final de la calle a la izquierda al lado del banco. So there are too many things given here. We look at them carefully. Hay una al final de la calle a la izquierda al lado del banco. And you just say, muchas gracias, señor. Many thanks, sir. And now let us look at these directions. Hay una al final de la calle. Al final, at the end of the street. Calle is street. Carretera is highway or a main road. A la izquierda is to the left. A la derecha is to the right. Izquierda, derecha. A la izquierda, a la derecha. Al lado del banco. Al lado del banco. Al lado is to the side of or next to. Al lado de el banco becomes, like we have seen in other earlier conversation, a plus el has become al. Similarly, de plus el becomes del. So, al lado del banco, next to the bank. So, where is this medical shop? Hay una al final de la calle, at the end of the street, a la izquierda, to the left, al lado del banco, next or adjacent to the bank. Let us look at another situation, and you are again looking for some place, and here in this context you are looking for Oxford bookstore. Perdone, señora, ¿dónde está la librería Oxford? Por aquí. And the señora says, siga todo recto y la segunda calle a la derecha. And you say, muchas gracias, señora. Or let us look at another situation to understand even better, and this is with somebody you know. Anand, ¿hay un hotel por aquí? Anand, ¿hay un hotel por aquí? No, por aquí no hay ninguno. Por aquí no hay ninguno. In the earlier conversation, when you asked if there was a hotel around there, and then you get a reply, aquí no hay ninguno. Ninguno, none, not any. Or in another conversation, perdone señor, ¿podría decirme cómo llegar al centro, por favor? Sí, señor, coja el autobús número 3 y baje en la última parada. Coja el autobús, that is, take the bus number 3 and baje, get off, en la última parada, in the last stop. ¿Dónde está la parada de autobús? Aquí. Where is the bus stop here? Está aquí mismo, enfrente de la iglesia. It's right here in front of the church. Now, podría is an expression used for formal situation. It's an expression of courtesy used instead of puede. Puede from the verb poder, you remember. Usted puede decirme, can you tell me? Now, podría is more courteous. Say, could you tell me? Podría decirme, ¿dónde está? Where, could you tell me where is? Now, to approach somebody, you have seen in these conversations, you say perdone or excuse me sir or excuse me ma'am, and then you ask whatever directions you would like to know. Have you noticed the expressions here? Hay uno, hay una, está muy lejos de aquí, está bastante cerca de aquí. Now, está with estar, you remember when we did the verb estar to talk about locations, está muy lejos, it is very far. El centro está muy lejos de aquí. The center is very far from here. Lejos and cerca, they take always the preposition de. Cerca de aquí, very nearby to here. Lejos de aquí, far from here. Bastante lejos, quite far. Un poco lejos, a little far. So this is a graded way of saying very far, little far, quite far. Similarly, you have very near, muy cerca, quite near, bastante cerca, o cerca, near. Aquí al lado, just besides, next to it. Now we shall look at the other important forms of the verbs here used in these conversations. Perdone, mire, siga. I am sure you know that these are the verbs perdonar, mirar, seguir, and you haven't seen this conjugation, isn't it? Now, perdonar is from the AR ending verb, and you know very well the endings of the AR ending verbs, that is o, as, a, amos, ais, an. Perdono, perdonas, perdona, perdonamos, perdonáis, perdonan. But the form that is used here is perdone. Similarly, mirar. Mirar is to look, and here you have miro, miras, mira, miramos, miráis, miran, the regular AR ending. whereas in the conversation here it is used mire. Similarly with the verb seguir. Seguir is an irregular verb which means to follow. Now in present tense the seguir is conjugated as sigo, sigues, sigue, seguimos, seguís, siguen. Seguir is to follow. So you ask somebody if he or she is following you, you say me sigues, me sigues. Are you following me? Are you understanding me? Sí, sí, te sigo bien. I am following you well. Oh, no te sigo. No, I am not following you. Now coming back to the verbs in the conversations, today about directions, we have seen perdone, mire and siga. These are the imperative forms of verbs. Now what are these imperatives? Imperatives are commands, requests or orders which are given only to the listener, that is to the tu, the one who is listening to you. The tu is the informal, usted formal or the second person plural vosotros, or in formal context ustedes. In English we say please come or please go, eat, sit, look, tell me, etc. All these are imperative forms and we need a different conjugation, a slightly different from the present tense in Spanish. You have already noticed that mirar for you, like look, is mire in usted form. Always remember that it is given to the person who is listening to you or people who are listening to you. We also use imperative forms for the first person plural like nosotros or nosotras, as in English it is very commonly used let's go, let's eat. So let's go, let's eat is a request or an imperative used for first person plural. With all affirmative commands, the object pronouns are attached directly to the end of the imperative form of the verb. Now let us see how these imperatives are conjugated. So it is very clear now that imperatives are conjugated only to tú, usted, vosotros, ustedes and nosotros. So we need to learn how these are conjugated in tú, usted in singular form, the second person, vosotros, ustedes, second person plural in formal context, and nosotros. Now let us just look at the AR ending verbs, that is hablar. So hablar, tú in present tense is hablas and ustedes habla, vosotros is habláis and ustedes is hablan. So this I am just using to compare it to the imperative form. Now listen carefully and note it down carefully that the two imperative form is without the S, that is habla. In present tense it is hablas, so you drop the S and it becomes habla, and the imperative form for usted is hable. The A changes, R changes to A, that is in English the A changes to E. So habla will become hable, and for vosotros, the first person plural, you take the infinitive hablar and remove the D. what you should do? Take the infinitive form hablar and remove the R and add D. So, it becomes hablad. And for ustedes, hablan, no, is the present tense form. So, hablan will become hablen. Hablan will become hablen. Now, let us closely look at the imperative forms once again of hablar. Tú habla, usted hable, vosotros hablad, ustedes hablen. Right. Will you practice that with cantar? Cantar is to sing. Suppose you want to ask your friend, sing please. So, you will say, canta por favor, canta. And if you want to ask somebody senior in a formal context, you will say, cante señor por favor, or cante señora por favor. And if the teacher is asking all the students to sing, she will say, alumnos, cantad. Cantad is all of you sing. And ustedes will be canten. So, please practice this AR ending verbs. And now, let us look at the IR ending verbs and the ER ending verbs. The second group, ER ending verbs like comer. Comer is to eat. Now, it is very common to see the mother asking the children, no, eat, eat, eat fast. So, eat is comer. Now, tu form again the same as comer, tu is S. So, you just say comes. So, come. Usted coma, vosotros comed, ustedes coman. So, I have just introduced comer, the second group. We will do more of imperatives in the next session. They are very interesting and they are very useful in everyday conversations, especially with the pronouns. So, let us quickly wind up. For today's session, we have learnt different ways of asking directions to go to places here and there, and have learnt a little bit of imperatives. So, practice these, and that is all for today. Muy bien, very good, good going, and adiós, hasta luego, chao amigos, que lo paséis bien, have a nice time, bye.